Hello everybody and welcome back to the Vikings Madden 13 Vikings franchise. And this week we have Pro Bowl voting starting. And we're just going to go through some highlights of this week's. Doesn't look anything like... Oh, Chad Greenway. Week 8 performance topper for the defense. Side of the NFC. And this week we face the Seattle Seahawks, who are just as good as us apparently they have this year. 6-2 versus a 6-2 team, and the Vikings are on a 6-game win streak after starting the season 0-2. And before we start, we will go and check the Pro Bowl voting. Sorry about the background noise if you heard any from at the beginning. I forgot to mute something, but that would be the Hall of Fame game, which finally football is back, and we'll hope to get that season started as soon as possible. But we'll go ahead and play the game now. Get to the action. Our Week 9 game versus the Seattle Seahawks. Should be a good game. And if I haven't already told you, I am going to wait for Madden 25 to be released for the PS4 because I don't want to buy a game twice just so I can play it a couple months earlier. So far, right now into the Hall of Fame game, it's 17-0. It just got a pick 6 versus the Dolphins. And the Vikings win the toss. We're going to receive it. And crap. I didn't even show you. I just briefly went through the Pro Bowl voting before I started this episode, and there's only a few Vikings, surprisingly, on offense. I think there's only a couple linemen. John Sullivan, Phil Loadholt, and I don't think Matt Khalil made it. I think Jeff Schwartz, actually, sorry. But right off the bat, Marcus Shells returned the kick to the 23, and we'll go ahead and go for a pass on first down, which goes to Percy, breaking a tackle and gets out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 30 yards. Christian Ponder with 1,435 passing yards on the season, looking to keep up the good performance in the second half of the season as he's sacked for a 9-yard loss by Andre Branch. And we'll just get right here. Throw it, and it's incomplete. Forces pressure in the Vikings defense, or Vikings offensive line has not been able to hold these guys very much. And we're going to have to go with another pass. 3 straight passes to open up the series. We go to Percy, who is incomplete and injured on the play. Looked like a big hit as he tried to corral the ball and forces the incompletion and an injury to Percy, our leading receiver. And a fair catch. Starts at the 16-yard line. Looks like Percy will be back. And Tavares Jackson, a surprise quarterback of the NFC, is in the 3rd spot for the NFC Pro Bowl voting. We'll go ahead and try and stop the run on first down, and looks like they did. A gain of 1. Chad Greenway with the tackle. And over the weekend, Chris Carter was inducted into the Hall of Fame, the only Viking this year. Thankfully, finally got in as tackle for loss, 3rd and 10. Vikings trying to hold him through a 3-and-out. And I also remember looking through the Pro Bowl roster and seeing that Chris Cook and Zach Bowman are the starting corners right now for the NFC. Just very surprising. I thought Chris Cook would make it, but I didn't think Zach Bowman would, and I didn't think that Chris Cook would be a starting corner. As he throws it deep, and Chris Cook tips it away. Could have caught the ball and kind of maybe returned it if he would have gotten a nice set of blocks here. And he's going to punt it from the end zone about 5 yards deep. 4th and 15. And they're punting from the 10-yard line. Kicks it, and Marcus Sherrills is going to retrieve it at the 44-yard line. Is tackled right away. And we're going to try and hand it off to Peterson here, see if he can wiggle his way for a nice gain here. Shakes it, and a gain of 3. A gain of 3 for Adrian. His first rush of the day was a draw, and they're going to try and force it here. Adrian tries to get the first down, but only gets 5 rushing yards on the carry. It's 3rd and 2. We're going to have to do a quick pass. And Percy's open. 2 catches for 47 yards, a gain of 17 by Percy Harvin. And Adrian is going to try and continue getting the workload here. Shakes a tackle and is down to the 15-yard line. 3 rushes for 24 yards. Nearing the halfway point. And we throws it out there. Jerome Simpson could have had it, but he did not get enough of a break on the corner, and it was tipped away. And it is 2nd and 10. Run a little play action. And on the run, Christian Ponder does not put a good ball in the air, and it's incomplete, trying to throw it to Kyle Rudolph. And we're going to try and throw it to Jarius, and he comes right in between them for a gain of 2, but it's not enough to pick a first down up. So we're going to have to kick a field goal from the red zone, one of the only times you'll see the Vikings offense be stopped in the red zone. And it is good to put Blair Walsh into the I don't know how you'd word that actually. Puts the Vikings back on the scoreboard. It's 3-0 to start off the game with 3 minutes and 1 second in the first quarter. Golden Tate returns the kick to the 23-yard line. Vikings defense looking to stop them to another minimal gain of rushing yards and passing yards here. And Chad Greenway. Oh, he's sacked. Looked like he might have gotten tripped up on his line there and then just like stopped kind of. I don't know how you put that actually. And he's gonna get almost sacked by Jared Allen, but throws an incompletion, throws it right to his man actually, and he just doesn't bother to catch it. Just looked like it bounced off of him. And is sacked on 3rd and 11 for a 7-yard loss. It's Brian Robinson adding to that sack total. I think that is 16 sacks on his halfway point in the season. He's well on his way to breaking that record. He just needs a few more games and he will easily break that record. And Marcus Sherrills is tripped up at the 45 by a number one on the Seahawks. I have not seen a number 1 player, a person with number 1 on their jersey in a long time. And right away we're going to have to throw it out to Jerome Simpson, who drops it. Richard Sherman with the coverage. It's 2nd and 10. And right away we'll try and get Jerome out there. Yes, we will. Gets his feet down inbounds. That's a gain of 17 by Jerome Simpson, putting the Vikings even further into Seahawks territory. It's a 1st down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Adrian getting the ball again. And it is carried to the 31-yard line. 4 rushes, 31 yards on the game. In the first quarter, he's already put up that many rushing yards. We're going to try and get ourselves back onto the scoreboard here. Throwing it, and it's intercepted by Brandon Browner. At the 22-yard line, he is tackled by Phil Lodehold. Christian Ponder's first interception on the day. If he would have thrown it just a little bit later, it looked like it would have been a breakaway catch, because he kind of waited for him to make his break. And the Vikings defense makes a stop, a loss of 1 by Aaron Henderson. Marshawn Lynch not getting any rushing yards on this Vikings defense, which is a good thing. That is the first thing the Vikings defense needs to take care of, is the running game. Because if they can't run, we're going to play cover 3, and they're going to throw it right to one of our men. Cover 3, and then we'll do on Braylon Edwards, back off, because right away, whenever Antoine Winfield plays press, he always gets beat. They can just throw it over top of him, because for some reason he's not very good at it. And Vikings defense makes a stop. Harrison Smith with the tackle. It's 4th and 4. Chad Greenway lays a nice block on him. Marcus Sherrill's looking to take advantage, but he only gets out to the 36-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will set up shop, I should say. And right off the bat, we'll use ISO formation. We'll do it. Run right up the middle and then try and bounce it out, but it won't work. He gets caught up on his men and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10. Looks like we got nobody out there. And almost intercepted by the Seahawks defense. Barely got off the pass because more pressure was coming on Christian Ponder. We need the offensive line to get going here. And Percy Irvin right away has got some space. Shakes him, but does not lose him, I should say. Sorry. And gets out to the 47-yard line. 3 receptions, 63 yards. And right away we're going to play the pass again. And Christian Ponder is sacked trying to evade Chris Clemens. 2nd and 19. Adrian's going to try right here and get some of that yardage back, and he's going to cut in. Go out! He's got some space! Shakes Brandon Browner and is gone! 57 yards to the house. Adrian Peterson looking to put another 100-yard rushing total up on this defense here to extend his streak. And right now, the Vikings lead 10-0 with Adrian Peterson getting 57 yards on that last rush to put the Vikings into the end zone for the first time today. Golden Tate bringing it out to the 30-yard line before the gap closes quickly on him, and is going to make the Seahawks open up on the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to run a pass here, and we're going to drop Brian Robinson back. Throws it across to Antoine and could have come up with the interception, but he just drops it. We need the defense here. If the ball is thrown to them, they need to catch it. That is what the Vikings defense has done this entire year. And Jared Allen plays the screen perfectly, but does not get the... Looked like he tried to reach for the pass, but he just missed it, and Marshawn Lynch evaded him and got a 7-yard gain on the play. We're going to run a press here, and he stopped, a gain of 1 by Kevin Williams making the stop, and the fullback does not get the first down. It's 4th and 2. Marcus Sherrill's looking to return the punt here, and he gets it off. He's going to start from about the 16-yard line, going to work to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will set up, and Peterson looking to get another run here. A toss to the outside. Looking to add to that rushing mark, and he is stopped, a gain of 0, a loss of 1 as a matter of fact. and it's 2nd and 11. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. They're going to run a play action. Going to throw it out to Jerome Felton, who is a loss of 2. Christian Ponder's 6 completions out of 13 attempts. Not very good, but he's got still less than 100 yards passing today. And he throws it across, and it's intercepted. Bobby Wagner steps in front of Kyle Rudolph and is tackled by Charlie Johnson at the 35-yard line. Christian Ponder's 2nd interception on the day. And right now, Jared Allen is going to have to put some pressure on Tavares Jackson, see if he can force an interception, but he falls down, throws it over top, and is dropped by Braylon Edwards. That is exactly what I'm talking about for Antoine Winfield. If you play press coverage with him, he's going to get beat every time. And as you saw that play, that's exactly what happened. Doug Baldwin drops the pass, looking to make a catch and shake the linebacker, but he was right in his face to cause an incompletion. It's 3rd and 10. Seahawks looking to convert it here. And he throws it to the outside, but Zach Bowman's there, and Chris Cook finishes him off after a gain of 6 by Sidney Rice. They're going to have to go for the field goal. It's a 2-minute warning. The kick from the 28-yard line. Pete Carroll getting after his players, looking for them to finally get into the end zone, but that's not going to happen here unless they go for a fake for some reason. But it's not going to happen. They're going to kick it right through the uprights. It's 10-3, 7-point difference. That was a lot. Marcus Sherrills returns it from about the 5, maybe 6, and takes it out to the 23-yard line. Christian Ponder from the 23-yard line, looking to get some yardage here. Finds Jarius across the middle, but is stepped in front. Brandon Browner looking for his 2nd interception on the day, but instead it's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. And Percy just runs away. Cam Chancellor with a 3rd interception by the Seahawks defense, and Charlie Johnson with another tackle. Christian Ponder's 3rd interception on the day. He's only +2 in the interception to touchdown ratio right now. Not very good. Chad Greenway looking to cover, but nobody's there, and he forces a fumble. Harrison Smith picks it up. Gets down to the 18-yard line. Finally, the Vikings defense forces a turnover when Zach Bowman forces the fumble, and just Harrison Smith comes and picks it up. Throws it to the outside, but Jerome Simpson cannot hold on. We're gonna try and get it to Peterson here. See if we can work something here. Trying to set up here. Goes to the outside, goes back in, and it's probably got 100-yard rushing yardage here. And setting up from the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10 with the clock moving. 1 minute and counting. 1 minute, 10 seconds in counting, I should say. And Percy got to step on his man. Cuts in. Gets down to the 30-yard line. 1 minute, 5 seconds in counting. Christian Ponder with only 38.9% completion percentage on the day. Not very good. And he's going to try and flip it out to Adrian here on the screen. And he's got him. He's got a block, but seems to fail after the first down and is forced out of bounds, but for some reason the clock continues to run. And we're going to have Adrian run out. And Christian Ponder just throws it to Percy, who's down at around the 2-yard line. 30 seconds left on the clock. Vikings looking to score. Everybody's going short. and takes the snap and is sacked at the 8-yard line. 10 seconds to go. 2nd and goal. Vikings burn a timeout to try and put themselves in position to score. John Carlson working on the out. On the break, touchdown! John Carlson, his first of the season, puts the Vikings into the end zone for the 2nd time of the day. It's gonna be 17-3 after this PAT, and it is good. 8 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. No time was burned on that play. Not even a second. And they're gonna kick it. 14-point difference. Golden Tate from the 2-yard line takes it and is tackled, absolutely smoked by Robert Blanton, I think it was. Leon Washington. And they're just gonna take a knee. That does it for the first half. Vikings lead it 17-3, and they're gonna have to kick it off for the 2nd half opener. Right now it is 3-17 for the Vikings and Seahawks, and it is also 3-17 for the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game. And Robert Blanton with the tackle at the 27-yard line. Looking to get some yardage here is the Seahawks offense, looking to put themselves in the end zone, looking to tighten this game up. Will they be able to do it? Ryan Robinson putting pressure on him. Travaris Jackson shakes a tackle, and Harrison Smith tackles him after a gain of 1. Looked like the sack would have been there because there was 3 guys on him, but they all missed him. 2nd and 9 for the Seahawks offense. Travaris Jackson drops back to pass, throws it behind the line of scrimmage to Marshawn Lynch, but Harrison Smith is there for a loss of 6 on the play. And LaTroy Guyan drops back to passes. Brian Robinson gets his 2nd sack of the day, his 17th of the season. And they're going to have to punt. It's 4th and 22. And the punt is up. Chad Greenway looking to put another block on, but he misses it. Whoa, there's a glitch there. But, anyways, Marcus Sherrills takes it out to the 47-yard line. Vikings set up shop. 1st and 10. Adrian looking to add rushing yards on. Cuts in, goes out, comes back in, and is gain of 8. He's at 109 rushing yards today. Extending that streak. And we'll have to, after this, look up how many 100-yard rushing games he's had consecutively now, because he's got quite a few. And he looks to keep adding on with 117 now. And right now he takes the snap. Throws it out to Jerome Felton. Tried to throw it to Jerome Simpson. But anyways, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jerome Simpson on the end. Jarius Wright on the break. Throws it over him, and it's 3rd and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Christian Ponder looks to build on to that accuracy, but that was definitely not it on that play. And he throws it across to Devin Aroma-Shadu down to the 6-yard line. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 45.8% completion percentage here. Not very good. Very below average game for Christian Ponder. And hands it off to Adrian Peterson on the draw. Gets out to the 3-yard line before he's tackled. It's 2nd and goal. Vikings looking to go into the end zone yet again. Build on the lead. Everybody's going short. And Jarius Wright slips as he's trying to throw it to him, but he slips. And it's a sack after the play. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. They're going to try get somebody here. Kyle Rudolph on the break. Does not matter. It's intercepted. He had blockers around him, but he just takes the knee. Christian Ponder's 4th interception of the game. By far his worst interception to touchdown ratio of the game. Of the year, I should say, sorry. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Right now he has 16 touchdowns and 14 interceptions on the year. But on the play, Marshawn Lynch is tackled for a 7-yard loss by Harrison Smith. His 6th tackle of the game. He's setting up to be a Defensive Player of the Week. Marshawn Lynch with a hole. Fumbles the ball. Kellen Winslow lucky to be there and pick up the fumble. Mr. All Raymond forces it. And he throws it across. Audie Cole looking to put it on there. It's 4th and inches. He does make the stop. 4th and inches. Vikings make another stop. It's 17-3. Chad Greenway dropping back. And takes it out to the 34-yard line is Marcus Sherrills. Adrian on the toss. Takes it. And is tackled for loss. A loss of 4. Percy going deep. John Carlson on the in. And throws it to Kyle Rudolph, who shakes him and does not lose him. And is tackled after a gain of 13. Could have been 3rd and 3, but I accidentally accepted it. It's 2nd and 9. Accidentally threw it. Stupid mistakes. Why am I making these stupid mistakes? I hate clicking X too much. So I try and get them to snap it. And they don't, so I get impatient for some reason. And I just... But we got Percy out there. He makes the catch and drops it. Would have been a 1st down. Gotta make those plays. Gotta hold on to that. Sorry about that. Chris Cluey with the punt. Kicks it out to the 20-yard line. And gets down at the 19. And the Seattle Seahawks offense starts from there. Travaris Jackson under center. Hands it off straight up the middle to Marshawn Lynch, who shakes him and is tackled at the 34-yard line. He only has 13 rushing yards on the day, 9 attempts. Vikings defense doing their job. The offense is not following though. Or Christian Ponder, I should say, is not following. He's a below average quarterback right now. This is exactly what the Vikings have in real life right now. They don't know if he's going to produce. He's got weapons now, so he should. But we need to build on the receiving core. On this, not in real life. And is intercepted. Chris Cook from the 49-yard line looks to take it to the house. And he's gone. First interception on the day by the Vikings defense is Chris Cook. He basically threw it right to him. It's 24-3, 21-point difference, I should say, at the beginning of the 4th quarter. 6 minutes, 51 seconds left as Blair Walsh boots it to the 2-yard line. Golden Tate shakes him and is tackled at the 20-yard line by Chad Greenway. And on the play, Brian Robinson looking to put pressure here. It's a screen play, but Brian Robinson gets the sack, his 3rd of the day, and his 18th of the season. He is very close to to that sack total. Sack record, I should say. And another sack by Brian Robinson. His 4th of the day. 19 on the year. 3 sacks away from tying the all-time sack record. Oh, jeez, that was bad. Sorry. And it's incomplete. Throws it to Harrison Smith's feet at the 5-yard line. They're going to have to punt. And he's going to take the snap here, I'm guessing. And he boots it down to Marcus Sherrills, who's just going to back off. And then he's going to try and run up and get it, but number 1 beats him there. They set up from their own 44-yard line. And are going to work and work and work until they get into their side. And Kyle Rudolph had a step on his man, but Christian Ponder throws it behind him. Could have been a 5th interception. And on the out is undercut by... who was that? Number 39. And Devin Aromashadu does not get the ball thrown to him. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings offense. Throws it to Percy Harvin, who drops it yet again and is injured. Every time I try and throw a quick pass where it's like a deep pass, and then I just, like, as soon as they get past their corner, I throw it to them. Every time that happens, they end up dropping the ball. And Leon Washington looking to return it from the 33-yard line. The Vikings make the stop, and the Seahawks take advantage of missed opportunities and are going to start from the 33, and they're looking to score. They need a touchdown to tighten this game up. He throws it across the middle to Sidney Rice, who gets a gain of 8. And Percy Harvin has a broken collarbone. Will not return for the game. Will not return for the next game. Probably out for a couple of weeks. And here we go. Jared Allen looking to make a stop, but he just shakes him from behind and gets the first down. Marshawn Lynch is taking advantage of missed opportunities of this Vikings defense. Brian Robinson has to get some pressure if they want to stop him. And he does, but he just evades it and gets the first down as Travaris Jackson, a gain of, I'll say, 11. And it's first down and 10. 3 minutes and 35 seconds and counting. Left in the 4th quarter. He's taken off the run again. He's shaking tackles. Chris Cook finally takes him down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 by Travaris Jackson, former Minnesota Viking. And he takes the snap. And's looking to run again, but Jared Allen's in his way. A loss of 2 on the sack. Jared Allen's first of the day. It's 2nd and 12 from the 28-yard line. Christian Ballard, for some reason, playing where Brian Robinson should be, and he just throws it across the middle, but Aaron Henderson makes the tackle after a gain of 5 on the catch. It's 3rd and 7. Chad Greenway now playing the end, and thankfully there's the 2-minute warning. Let's get those regular players back in. And Brian Robinson is back in. Jared Allen back in. Let's force the stop here. Force him to a field goal. And pressure is on, but Golden Tate slips as it's thrown over his head. It's 4th and 7. They're going to go for it. If they don't get this, we've probably sealed this game. And they're just going to throw it to the end zone. And it's undercut by Harrison Smith. The Vikings take over at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings have pretty much sealed this game. But Adrian's going to look to build onto that rushing total. And he gets a gain of 7 on the carry. It's 2nd and 3. they're not going to stop there. They want Adrian to get as much rushing yardage as possible in this game as he's thrown to the ground at the 38-yard line. It's another first down for the Vikings offense. This is exactly what happened in the 2013 season. Christian Ponder did not develop in year 2 and looks to in year 3. This is what is going to happen. At the end of this year, we are going to draft a quarterback, hopefully, unless he steps up majorly. And Adrian Peterson fumbled at the 38-yard line. Brian Mebane picks it up, and it's a booth review, and it's overturned. Thank you. Vikings probably sealed it now. Clock still winding, 1 minute to go. Peterson looking for the handoff. He gets it. Cuts inside, gets the first down. No, it's 4th and inches. But we're going to go for it. We want to seal the game here. Don't want to wait for it. And the handoff goes to Peterson. He cuts it in, gets the first down and more. Shakes a tackle, gets down to the 44-yard line, 35 seconds and counting. And the Vikings are going to win this game. They're going to hand it off to Adrian yet again. Handoff goes. Adrian down to the 40-yard line, a gain of 4. 22 seconds left. Hustling to the line, looking to get more rushing yards. Goes to Peterson, gets down to the 36-yard line. It's 3rd and 1. This is going to be the last play of the game. And they get it off. And a first down by Adrian Peterson. How many rushing yards did he get on the day? Vikings win their 7th straight on the season. 7th total on the season out of 9 games. Adrian Peterson has put this team right up there in the division lead, I think. We'll check for the player stats. Christian Ponder with a very, very bad game. 30 quarterback rating. 11 completions out of 30 attempts, 186 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. On the other hand, Adrian Peterson, 21 attempts, 160 yards, 1 touchdown, 7.6 yards, average rushing yards on each play. 1 gain of 57, which was his only rush above 20 yards. And that's going to do it. Vikings win again. We're going to go and check that Pro Bowl voting thing in advance of the week, see if there's any headlines. But otherwise, you guys could like, rate, subscribe, and if you haven't already, leave a comment telling me what you guys want to see. I love getting feedback from you guys. I know I say this a lot, but I really do. But now we're going to go and look at that Pro Bowl. Brian Robinson is in good shape to break the single season record for sacks as soon as this week. Yes, he has added 4 sacks this week onto that total of sacks. And now we'll go ahead and look at the Pro Bowl voting. Mark Sanchez leading with the quarterback. Funny. Here we go. Peterson leading the running backs. There's TJ. I told you he was in there. And we got no Vikings receivers, no tight ends, no tackles, no left tackles. We got John Sullivan at center, Phil Loadholt at right tackle, Brian Robinson, of course, in there. Look at that. 1,375,727 people voted for him. Look at this. More than any player in the entire league, I'm thinking here. besides Cameron Wembley, who is up there too. But anybody in the AFC, and looks like anybody in the NFC. And anybody in the NFC, he beat them all out. Look who else made it. Zach Bowman and Chris Cook, starting corners. And that's gonna do it for this, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said before, I love getting your guys' feedback. Just always remember, Brian Robinson, a candidate for MVP. Look at that. That would be one of the first times you've ever seen that. Later on in the season, I'm betting that you will see Adrian in this race here. Once he breaks that rushing total, he's gonna get that rushing total this year. We're gonna go, like I said, and check that statistic of Adrian. Does it say it in this? I don't think it does. Is there like a week by week thing for Adrian? I'll have to check here. Team stats. Was that this? No, it isn't. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble here, but we'll just go to this. Seasons. He's almost got 1,000-yard rushing. He's by far past any person on this team here. He's got only 5 rushing touchdowns though, averaging 152 rushing yards per game. 9 rushes over 20 yards. His longest was 61 yards, but Toby Gerhart had an even longer one of 77. Only played in 6 games. He's played in 6 games. That's incredible. That's out of 6 games, he's gotten 300 more rushing yards than if he were to average 100 yards each game. And that's probably it for, that's it for Adrian. And Percy, who is now injured, has the same amount of touchdowns as Kyle Rudolph, 4 more receptions, a lot more yards, and only 3.9 passing yards, or receiving yards. more than Kyle Rudolph. But anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on this Madden Vikings series.